Reds to meet the Cherries after slaying the Foxes. And the new number 8 is ticking all the right boxes. Down to 9 men, but still in the race, undone by refereeing that's not short of a disgrace. A disappointing week in FPL, keeper and defender in total hell. The good, the bad and the ugly at Liverpool FC for EPL and FPL Game Week number 7, brought to you by the LFC File. Welcome back one and all for the latest episode of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly at Liverpool FC for EPL Game Week number 7, brought to you by the LFC File and yours truly, Ben Green. So firstly, thanks a lot for all of the continued support. Remember, if you don't want to watch my mug, you can follow the blog. And to begin with, the good, of course, from a very turbulent week, let's put it that way, has got to be the 3-1 win against Leicester City in the Carabao Cup. So again, yeah, Liverpool gifted their visitors a goal, although it has to be said it was well taken, although not without a small hint of offside, a topic we'll come on to later, as you can probably all guess. Goals from Cody Gakpo, an absolute screamer from Dominik Szoboszlai, and a very late effort from Diogo Jota saw Liverpool safely through to the 4th round, where I believe they will be meeting Bournemouth. So that's going to be an interesting one. A lot of the plaudits went to Dominik Szoboszlai for a fantastic goal, very much Steve Gerrard-esque, let's put it that way. But I'm not going to go into all the comparisons. Yes, there is a similarity. He was a big fan growing up, but that's it, at least from my side. Let's give the guy his own credit for his own ability and his own effort. So great goal, absolute stunner. Keeper was nowhere, to use an old cliche, and of course, as we know, the rest is pretty much history. So yeah, 3-1, good result from the Reds, and as we can see here from Samuel Mead's piece here, in the Mirror, he's got the headline, Liverpool overcome early Leicester blow to keep Carabao Cup hopes alive. And of course, we won't bother with the 5 talking points from the Mirror. And for this week's bad, yeah, Liverpool's 2-1 defeat to Tottenham at White Hart Lane on Saturday. Very disappointing result. Great credit to the team. As we all know, there were 2 sending-offs. Firstly, Curtis Jones for a bit of a harsh tackle, which I think it was Bissouma made a huge meal out of it. Unfortunate, but we've seen them given before. That's that. Diogo Jota, daft, 2 yellow cards. So yeah, that's the rule. Even though the second one again questionable, but what can you say? 2 red cards, down to 9 men. Liverpool defending pretty much like soldiers defending the earth. Super defensive performance. You have to ask, why do you have to go down to 9 men before you defend in such an organised, resolute and stout manner? But that's another discussion. Defend they did. And just unfortunately outdone by an own goal, a very unfortunate own goal from Joel Matip in, must have been the 6th minute of 6 minutes additional time. So yeah, absolutely gutting for Joel Matip, absolutely gutting. And we've got Sky Sports here, the headline from Peter Smith. Tottenham 2, Liverpool 1, Joel Matip scores 96th minute own goal after Reds reduced to 9 players at Spurs. It's never a dull moment being a Liverpool fan. I think we all know that. Peter Smith goes on to say, reporting highlights as Liverpool had Curtis Jones and Diogo Jota sent off at Tottenham, and then see Joel Matip divert Pedro Porro's cross into his own goal after Cody Gakpo's strike cancels out Heung-min Son opener. Tottenham 2nd in Premier League, Liverpool 4th. Yeah, unfortunately. Liverpool now a point behind Arsenal on 16, and it's actually 2 points separating Man City in first with 18. Then we've got Spurs and Arsenal both on 17, and then Liverpool on 16. So there's a lot of football to be played yet, and we're still not quite at my 10-game marker. So a bit of a blip, not great. And that leads us swiftly on to the very, very ugly this week. The botched VAR decision which disallowed a perfectly legitimate goal from Luis Diaz that would have given Liverpool the lead when they were in 10 men. Of course, if buts and maybes, had that have been allowed as it should have been, we can only guess and speculate as to what the score could have been. Incredible. I'm just incredulous. And when they showed the VAR decision, of course I was watching the game, when they showed the VAR decision, they didn't have the lines on the picture. But even then you could see from the shades of the grass on the pitch, you could see that Diaz was the best part of a metre onside. Yeah, he was being played onside by the Tottenham left-sided central defender. Real awful decision. Awful decision. And as we've got here, Lewis Browning from the Mail Online with his headline, Liverpool receive apology from PGMOL after latest major VAR blunder incorrectly ruled out Luis Diaz's opener in 2-1 defeat at Spurs, as refereeing board put it down to a significant human error. Absolutely ridiculous. And Mr. Browning goes on to report PGMOL or PGMOL or something, I think there's some silly abbreviation for them, has admitted that Luis Diaz's strike in the first half against Tottenham was incorrectly ruled out for offside. Just unlucky for Joel Matip, who I feel incredibly sorry for. But anyway, this VAR decision is just an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute joke. And you have to ask yourself, if there are two assistant VAR referees or whatever they're called, and between the two of them, and you'd think that they would have been able to intervene and say, actually, no, this is not what we meant, the goal stands. Whatever the situation, it's absolutely terrible. So utterly poor. And before I wrap up, let's have a quick look at the FC Bumpy Grastards performance this week. Another poor week. I made a couple of substitutions. I thought Saka wasn't going to play, so I swapped him out for Bowen, who actually scored the same amount of points, actually 9 points as Saka anyway. But Estupiñán, yeah, Mitoma, yeah, -2 points and 1 point respectively, because Birmingham got absolutely shafted 6-1 by Aston Villa. And Haaland only got 4 points. I think I'm going to have to review him as captain, actually, to be honest. But let's see who they're playing next week. Still got Morris and Woodrow to play for Luton. I think they're playing it's Burnley, isn't it? I believe they're playing. So let's see. Yeah, I can't see them getting 18 points between them. But you never know. Stranger things have happened at sea. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks very much, one and all. And enjoy the rest of the week. And yeah, hopefully a more fruitful and less controversial week lays ahead. So thanks again for coming along. Take care, everyone. And of course, until next week, peace. Your LFC file.